We have breaking news involving Shannon Sharpe. I told the people I'm going to keep you up to date with all things, news, updates, and more involving this situation. And Shannon Sharpe has spoken. He has said that he has some serious news that he's going to be breaking tomorrow and literally in a few hours, and also Thursday. Clearly is going to be a big 48 hours for Shannon Sharpe. Club Shay was on full display. We all know it's some big deals, about to be on the table, if you know what I mean. Shannon Sharpe has turned himself into a superstar, and people are clamoring for whatever he has to say. And we all know when Shannon Sharpe finally speaks, Lord have mercy, it's going to be something special. Shannon Sharpe is just got the people on pins and needles, especially from what we heard. This is the first time we heard from Shannon Sharpe from the situation. We haven't heard nothing. He hasn't been on a podcast. He hasn't done an interview. He hasn't done it. He literally has kept it on the hush. And he didn't have to. I'm pretty sure he could have hinted. He could have played with the people a little bit. He could have did some things, but he didn't. Obviously you see what's going on with Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, he gonna let you know everything. Make sure you subscribe for more Shannon Sharpe news updates and more. We're gonna be breaking down everything and the news that he's gonna be breaking tomorrow. We also gonna be here to break down the news that he's gonna be putting out on Thursday. So this is gonna be a major occasion for Shannon Sharpe. And I believe it's going to be a major occasion for people who love sports media. Lord knows what he has up his sleeve on this one. If you want me to guess, I would think it has something to do with Club Shay due to the fact of when you was watching him talk for the first time, and Lord knows when, since the departure of Undisputed, and we all know how that ended. We'll get into that shortly. He was just Club Shay down. From the attire to the background. Seriously, it looked like he about to do something big with that whole situation. And I think now that he's separated, from the Skip Bayless dynamic, I think now you're going to see a whole nother version of Shannon Sharpe, because I think you're going to get the guest. You talk about LeBron James. You heard what LeBron said, when it was a situation that he got into with T. Morant, Ja Morant, Brooks, and all of them. We all know that was an infamous game. What did LeBron say after? LeBron could have denounced him. LeBron could have said, next question, or he could have deflected it, but not only did he answer it, but he answered it with an emphatic tone. He made it very clear, that, listen, he's riding with Shannon Sharpe 365 days of the year, and he said a whole lot more after that. So you see what's happening, and now that he's out of this dynamic of nobody wanted to deal with Skip Bayless, no one, whether you was a football player, whether you was a basketball player, it seemed like it was an all-out just freeze on the Skip Bayless situation. So clearly they wasn't going to get nothing, of much value. You didn't even see much guests coming on the show anymore. Nobody was coming on Undisputed. So I'm not sure what this whole new change and dynamic is going to bring. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be a tough out to get guests. I think that these guys that they're bringing in, if you're talking about for Undisputed, we all know that we're going to get into some of the characters. But they're hoping, with this signing, they're looking to bring in some, much, needed eyeballs. What in the world you got Lil Wayne, coming on? What they signed Wayne for? This sounds crazy to me. Let me know your thoughts when y'all heard about the Wayne dynamic. Obviously, it's cool and all, but obviously, Skip Bayless, he needs eyeballs, he needs attention. He knows what that tsunami is going to bring. You putting on you putting on Shannon Sharpe, and you putting on Stephen A. Smith. You arguably talking about the two best, in the game. And what Stephen A. Smith is doing, I don't know if you realize on a lot of these shows, like I said, they have a different, they always have that, it's a lot more different. Stephen A. look like he's trying to do something that just been unprecedented. Usually that this dynamic is not in play. It's not like this. And I know Stephen, that's what I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on, but it's starting to click for Stephen A. And I think that is the right time, that these two get together, because they are both clicking on all cylinders. Obviously Shannon, he been gone for a minute, but there's a reason why the world, just loved all of his politics on Undisputed. He became a star on his own. Now it's time to see what's going on up against Stephen A. Now, I don't know if people remember, it was arguments talking about who was better, and then Stephen A. literally had to answer those dynamics. It was like, who is better? Stephen A. had to let everybody know he's been doing this for a long time. He's an accomplished football player, this, that, the third. He was talking all this cash money, good stuff. But at the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith is arguably the top guy doing it right now. And all the stars are rocking with him and acknowledging him and acknowledging that they do, pay attention. They hear him, especially the way he's been going as of late. Stephen A. Smith has really been, like I said, I would say he's been firing, if you ask me. I love what I'm seeing, from Stephen A. But Shannon Sharpe is about to do something major. I think he's about to steal the show with the headlines once again. And I think it's going to be something big because he had it under wraps. Usually, people do a lot of yip-yapping. But like I said, Shannon looked like he got something tough. Like he about to he's about to just show everybody that he's been working on something special. And I don't know if it's a big time deal. Did he sign? Obviously, we know what's going on with ESPN, but is he getting his own show? And is his own show going to be Club Shay Shay? Is Club Shay Shay going to be his own standalone show? That's what I'm saying. Because right now it's really operating like a podcast. But it's looking like now that he might have his own show on ESPN. What if it's an hour or something? What if it's 2 hours? What if he had run his own program like Skip Bayless? Why he can't do that? Why can't Shannon Sharpe be like the next Steve? Why can't it be 3? Why gotta be just 2 of them? Let's get a third show in there. Increase competition because it brought the best out of both of them. And you see what's going on with Stephen A. So it's going to be interesting to see how all of this stuff ends and plays out. And we're going to be here to document it all. It's Flight Sports. We got breaking news on Shannon Sharpe. Look out for tomorrow and Thursday. It's Flight Sports. Subscribe now.